Well, gotta go ahead and get this truck washed, man. The boat clean, can't go down the road with no dirty truck. So I'm about to wash this thing up real good, hook it up real quick, hook this boat up, man. I'll get back with y'all, let y'all check it out, cause this is what we about to get into. I already got the boat teed up, ready to roll. I got the inside already ready to go. Got the rods, cushion, cooler, got me a toolbox, everything ready to roll on this end. I'm gonna get ready to hook this baby up, hit this road. See if we can snatch them jaws out them snappers down there. Boy, snatch the jaws out of them. Yeah, that's right. All right, well, I got everything loaded up, man. I'm about to hit this road in a little bit. Go down here and give me a little fun in the sun for this next couple weeks come up, and I got to be on the grind trying to get this race thing completed. But look here, man, we're going to get up this road, and I holler back at y'all a little bit later on. Welcome aboard, y'all. We're probably going to name this Break Me Off. I don't know. That's something my mom used to say every time I go racing, go win that money. Make sure you come back and break me off a little something. This is SeaFox Commander 288. Two big 300s on it. And go out here and try to snatch me some snappers mouth out. Snapper jaws off. Well, I'll let y'all a little bit later. Y'all enjoy. All right. Well, they said be careful where you go when you go out in the water. Of your location. Of your location in this ocean, because I was listening to the Coast Guard warning there, because sometimes these depths change, the tides, you definitely need to keep up with the tides, because when they change, you know, you start with one depth and you can lose about 2 point some feet of depth with tide change. And basically the GPS is going to be working off of, we was actually on the GPS using it to come back in, and it was reporting the route to get back in. But if you don't know where you are, obviously you can and will run aground. Good thing is I hit the sand and not an oyster bar. So I'm laying here by Lennox Valley Village or whatever in Florida. And I can see the ground below me and it's seaweed. So hopefully I don't have to use sea tow. Got some friends down here. We're gonna see if we can use somebody to help us come get us out of this water. Until then, I'll holler at y'all later. Yeah. I don't cut the motor. You're neutral. Oh shit, is that some on there? Yep. Mm-hmm. You got something? Mm-hmm. You know how to gas and just that's a bonito. I can keep him, can yeah. Pull him out. But you ain't gonna want to eat it. You know one of them red blooded fish. Yeah.
And no, that's kingfish, man. You can eat shit out of him.
I keep him, right?
Yes, sir. That's king, bro.
Ain't no limit on him.
Y'all know Hollywood do more than just drag race, man. Look, when I ain't racing, I gotta find something to do. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I like to do. Let me tell you about this. All right. Let me make sure this thing working. I did this whole thing. That thing don't be recording. Joke will be mad as all outdoors. All right, man. What's going on? Look here. I told y'all I was gonna tell y'all how this thing gets started, right? And you know, like, I know everybody probably say, man, that joker don't do nothing be racing. That's all he doing is racing. But truth of the matter is, yeah, I do a lot of racing. But I also, I'm sorry about that. You know, I'm a serial multitasker as well. But no, I do a lot of racing. But when I ain't racing, I like to fish. I like fishing. I grew up fishing. You know, a lot of lakes and stuff like that. Occasionally we'll go out to a deep sea charter. Occasionally we would go out and do some bridge fishing, saltwater bridge fishing. But I don't eat any freshwater fish that I catch, so it's always just a catch release for me as it related to that. But you know, when it comes to the saltwater fish, you know, it's just a little different because you know, you picking up fish out there that you got to pay premium dollars for at a restaurant. So I'm always intrigued with the saltwater fishing. You know, it's just the element of surprise. You don't never know what you're gonna pull up. And just think the last two charters did it for me. You know, I wanted to do something differently. You know, do it different. I'm looking at, you know, if I did my own equipment for a year or two versus how many times I would really want to go charter, then I might as well just go ahead and do the year worth of paying for something myself and doing it on my own, or at least, you know, take on that experience for myself. And like I said, it's all new to me. You know, it's boating. I'm not new to boating. You know, I've been down this road third time, but boating in the ocean is different. You know, it's a different ball game altogether. You know, you have to really be on your P's and Q's. You really have to stay abreast of the weather briefings. Pay attention to the tides. Pay attention to the waves. They get larger as you're out there, because sometimes you can be fishing and it'll be smooth as silk, and you know, 0 to 1 waves, and then all of a sudden, you know, you doing some real big time rocking. And you got to remember now, you got to think about the planning aspect of that. A trip out offshore on a regular could be 50 to 100 miles offshore. So just think, if you're waiting, trying to get that last bite, and you're already rocking and rolling, you know, the calmness is gone. It's a good indication that you might need to keep, you know, head on back, because that's a 2 or 3 hour ride, perhaps, maybe, or you know, no less than an hour that you're gonna be dealing with that, or even as it progressively gets worse. So, with all that said, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm out deep sea fishing. I bought my own boat that's capable of going offshore. I've gone as far now as about 50 miles offshore. It was 30 miles just to get the bait at the tower, and then another so many miles just to go to a fishing spot. But that's what I've done now. I bought a SeaFox Commander 288. Has two 300 Yamaha 4-stroke engines on it. The motorcycle. The boat is really set up really nicely for the deep water fishing, and it gives you a little aspect of being able to have the family area in the front with the bow area that still has somewhat of a softer component for family, and then the back is all set up all for business for fishing, you know, with a couple of seats that if needed by the family. But you know, that's the deal. Center console, Bimini blue with white piping, tubing for the hard top. But overall, really excited about it. Learning all the bells, all the little things that go along with it. It's just like a motorhome on water, except it don't have the bed. It has a toilet and a head. It has a head, but no bedroom down. But at any rate, that's what I'm doing. That's why I've been occupied. As you see, the table is laid out because we're gonna tell you where we are today. And I'm gonna bag you up one more time to bring you up to speed. Today, we're gonna get to see my first trolling catch that I did on my own. And so for you all who don't know what that means, trolling is basically when you continuously moving with the vessel with your fishing lines attached to some sort of a jig or some bait or whatever. In this case, I had it set about 75 to 100 yards, and we had a diving bait, and it was set on a 100-pound test leader, and I think we run about 8.9 and 9 miles per hour in an area close to a wreck that we were actually headed, had been kind of trolling around looking for some bottom fishing, which is when the boat's pretty much sitting still and you basically just drop the lure and the bait to the bottom and with an effort to try to attract, a hit that way. So we had been doing some bottom fishing, and we decided we were gonna go to another spot that I had been to before, which was about 20 miles, like I said, 20 miles, 26 miles actually, from where we were. And when we got to I wanted to get about 10 miles from our destination and troll from that point to maybe 5 miles out and then haul butt again for the last 5 miles in before we actually head back. So, caught my first trolling fish today. I'll show you that. My man B Stan, he caught a fish on his troll. I can't say his first time. It's not my first time catching a fish trolling. It's my first time catching my own a fish trolling on my own, meaning my own boat, my own reels, my rod, my tackle, everything, my own setup, just my own time, my own particular, setup, my own deal. So I've caught them on charters plenty of times, and that's cool. But catching one by yourself is, it's like extra cool, especially on your second time out with the boat in the ocean. All right, so that's that. Now let's go back and talk about this boating thing, man. So boating in the ocean is different. All right, we're gonna go back to boating in the ocean. First day, I went out with some friends of mine who are very familiar with the area that I'm back now going to, Kenny Hill and Jeffrey. They live in Bainbridge, but they're familiar with going out in the Gulf area near the Carabelle and Lanark Village area. So, I actually was able to have someone take me out the first time in that area that was familiar with it, familiar with the tides, familiar with the best place to launch the boat, and so forth. And went perfect. I mean, nothing. It was flawless. I mean, we caught 33 grunts. We had some grunt and grits. Learned how to fillet some grunts. Everything went good. Had one little situation on the boat that was throwing an error code. Finally kind of figured out what that was. I think it was a user's error, meaning myself not, starting at the most down trim position of the engines first before I use the single, trim tab that's located on the finger of the left port engine. When you're running, you can use just that one and it'll do both of them. But I think I made an error there, corrected that. Everything went smooth, got the bug. That's Saturday. Next day, want to do it again, but I'm gonna take the shortcut. So this is what I learned: tides. Buddy told me, he said, man, don't go out of Lanark Village because the tides go down, you in less than 2 feet of water, perhaps, at times. And there might be oyster beds. And that's something that you don't want to hit in no boat. And so, But I talked to his son, he said, yo, you think you'll be fine, you know, just take it easy and stay in the channel. Okay. You sure? Yeah, my buddy got a boat just like yours. All right, I'm gonna tell you, all right, well, you sure? I mean, I ain't gonna be heavy or nothing, so all right, we go out a little north. Take off out a little north, rolling. Stand in the channel, go out, check the boat out, make sure all the little things I thought was wrong was right. Perfect. Let me just take this thing on back, load it up, get on up out of there. And before I got there, OG told me before I got there, he said, man, go ahead and get you that subscription to Seatow. Seatow. Let's talk about Seatow for just a second. Seatow is like a record service for boats. For y'all don't know what it is, it's like a tow truck for boats. Get stuck, engine failure, run out of gas, emergency, so forth, you call Seatow. They even got a deluxe package where you can add your trailer to a package as well. So, Seatow is like $249 a year subscription. Trust me, get Seatow. Because you might not think you might not ever need it, but when you do, you're going to wish you had it. Now, $249 to take care sometimes could become a $2,000 bill. Now, check this out. Me, I'm following the GPS, micromanaging the depths of what's on the Garmin. And I'm looking to go back in, so I'm following the dots of the deepest points. No reason to think I'm gonna have any issues going back over the same line in which I came back, because I wanted to assure that I could get back if I came. Don't work like that either. Because check this out. Within it wasn't even, I got caught in a storm on the water, so I give that an hour. I would say within 2 hours of time, maybe 2.5 hours, I probably lost 1.5 feet of the water, the tide going out. So the depth of the water was decreased by at least 1.5 feet from when I was coming out. So now where I was coming out at 4, I'm in 2.5. Now here's the trick. I probably could have got through the 2.5 feet had I not seen the boat up there that looked like he was fishing. And I slowed down just enough to get stuck. OMG, stuck. Good thing, the most positive thing of all was the boat that I thought was fishing was stuck too. And he had already called Seatow. And so now I'm asking him, will you please tell Seatow I need a tow as well? And how long have you been here? Because I know that I'm looking at this thing and it says that the next tide is the high tide is at midnight. It's 4. And I'm not in no more than about 2 feet of water. And I'm nervous. It ain't lie about that. Nervous is all I do. I've never been stuck ever. I've never been stuck in the ocean, and I know that it might be a few storms gonna come through, so I don't know how that works either. So we're being stuck, but got on the phone. I could see land. I'm 0.97 to my destination, but I'm only probably 3/4 of a mile to the shore. And I could walk on the water to the shore, except to when I got to the channel, which would probably put me in 8 or 10 feet water before I got back to the beach. So you get almost to the water before you have to swim, if you decide that's the route you're gonna take. However, this how good Lord works. That thing works out for you. This when the man on the top give you a lesson that's just enough to make you feel it, but make you feel it in a way that you ain't gonna do it again. That's what I got. Because, that's why I say that. Soon as I slid in the grass, after I had already turned the motors down anyway, because I was not trying to disturb the fishermen. That was the best scenario that could have happened to me, would have gotten the motors turned off without when it sucked all the grass in. Or ran a little quicker into maybe a coral or anything, right? So I slid in the home plate, safe, straight up and down, just like this. Pull the engines up, don't turn the power off on the engines and everything. Got them out the water, and go and inspect them. No damage. Good job. Boom. However, can't move. So I take the little pole out, start trying to move that thing. Again, we doing all we can do to try to move it. No success on that. All right, cool. I done screened out my SOS to the other boater, and I already been on the phone to do my subscription to Seatow and have called them to advise them that I was the other boat now that was stuck, that would need assistance as well. I want to tell the young man who came and got me, man, thank you so much. You was a gentleman. But because I know one thing for sure is this. When I seen the gentleman in front of me walk about 500 feet to get that rope, and I was still about another 200 feet from him, and I just saw some sharks in the water chasing something on my port side of the boat, of the stuck vessel that I was aboard. I ain't want to do that. I ain't gonna tell you, then I just seen the crab walk by and all that, the fish. And I'm like, man, I ain't got no rubber shoes, and I ain't set up for this. I wasn't even thinking about this when I came out. I got a life vest now, but I ain't got it there. But they gonna have me create a full flotation device, but had not thought that far. And here it is. So here we are. Can you take the boat around and come back the other way? So he says that. After the other man come back and say, the other boater, he goes out there, he gets the rope, he comes back. He said, I really hated that. But then he tells me, but you can do it. I was like, can you bring me the rope from where you are? And then I realized there was no way he can get me a rope from him to me and so forth. But at any rate, got him out. Then the young man, brought the boat around to the other side and got even closer to me than he had gotten to the other person, to about maybe 200 feet. But I had to walk right through where I just saw that shark. And that was the moment of truth right there for me. Like, for real, I was like, man, look at here. I don't know about this right here, bro, but I sure ain't about to stay out here till midnight. It's either me get in this water, gonna get that rope, and get out of here right now. I'm gonna be sitting over here with no food, no nothing, until midnight. I'm gonna go ahead and get in this water. Me and the shark. So I grabbed the gap and walked out there. I just blocked it out of my mind. And I'm walking like, I guess like they thought Moses walked on water, Jesus walked on water, whoever they thought, whatever. But I walked on out there, man. It was a mental toughness at that point. You had to just dig deep and realize that, hey, this is just part of it. And, since it's something I really want to do, I guess all those things that happen, coincidentally all at one time, getting caught in the storm, getting grounded, knowing there are sharks in the water, knowing I might have to get in the water with the sharks, and kind of getting over that little bit of a fear, that was kind of tough, but I did it, so I had to keep it moving because it was time to go, but at any rate, those all these lessons. So, but at any rate, it was great. I got out, I didn't have any damage, so I was thankful for that. And that was enough to let me know that, sometimes you just got to deal with those situations, in an effort to move forward and see if there's something that you really want to do. Because I'll be honest too, the day before I kind of felt seasick. The day before, grounding on the Saturday, we caught a fish, I kind of felt a little nauseous. And I was like, dang, I'm messing around. Bought another boat. I'm getting seasick. And I was like, nah, that wasn't it. So just had to get my sea legs up under me. But all that to say, man, that's how we're here now. 2 weeks in a row, I went back to the same place, which I'm probably going to end up going back to the same place again, because until I start to really learn, I'm not going to take myself into a new territory to try to learn nothing new. I call it testing. It's just like when I get a brand new bike, got a brand new boat to me, new equipment, a new geography, topography to work with, new things to learn. I learned how to fly an airplane, so now I'm learning how to do the boat. I know how to drive a car, I know how to fly, and now I'm on the water. So I'm gonna get all three forms of transportation taken care of. I got a license in my pocket for flying, one in my pocket for driving, and I guess I'll probably get one in my pocket for operating vessels, so I'll be triple all the way around. But with all that said, you know, you can catch the fish, you can do all those things. And like I said, I don't eat freshwater fish, so I don't have a need to fillet them or whatever. And then the seafood, the fish that I've previously caught from saltwater deep sea fishing, I always have just dropped them off at the marina, and they have someone that would clean them and fillet them or however you want them to be prepared. So, but right now, I'm gonna show you what I've learned over the weekend. I'm gonna show you what I caught, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna fillet this guy and have him ready, because we're gonna put him on the grill. I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna let y'all check that out. All right. We back. So this is what we gotta do. We're gonna talk about a few things first, so y'all get, so we can have you some understanding about this fishing. In Florida, there are a lot of regulations. They have saltwater recreational fishing regulations. So I got me one of these books, these little magazines. They free. And so you want to have this, man. You want to know what's up, know what you can and can't, how to handle certain things, what they expect, because you don't want to get no fine or nothing like that, you know, in Florida or anywhere, because you can easily, you know, not know what's going on, and, you know, and get in trouble for no reason. But as easy as it is, you know, they got a lot of little rules and regulations. You know, the FWC, you know, got pages where you can see type of fish that you catch, the limits, the minimums, you know, how many you can catch, you know, things that you can recognize, identification marks on and so forth, know what zone you're fishing in. I mean, it's pretty much all the information you're gonna need, because the fact of the matter is, you know, if you don't know, that's on you. Because, you know, they go through a lot to make sure that you get the information. So, you know, don't go out there, you know, just because you've been fishing somewhere. And that goes for any other state that you're gonna fish in. You know, don't go out there assuming that you know what the rules are. Just go online, scan like I did. I scanned this and I put it on my phone, so that when I go there now, when you out there fishing though, but you know, might not want to even deal with your phone. So I use this on the boat as well. I had it set up on the boat, on the tackle in the console, so that, you know, if somebody caught something, we can reach up there and grab it real quick and to identify what it was, because we caught a grunt grouper yesterday. It was healthy too. It was pretty big. It was able to be kept, but it was out of season. As it relates to the size, it could have been kept if it was in season, but it was out of season. So that's how that goes. And you don't want to be, you know, caught with no illegal fish. That don't make no sense. I mean, there's just too much information out there. There's too much opportunity to catch fish out there that are plentiful and good tasting, I'm sure. All right, so with that said, we're gonna show y'all my first, not my largest, my first saltwater trolling catch that I caught. Let me slide this up just a little bit so y'all can catch that. There you go. And then we're gonna fillet it, because they said that we need. So basically, what I caught yesterday is a king mackerel, and the size limit for it is 24 inches fork length. Daily recreational bag limit, being I was in the Gulf, including Monroe County, is 3 per harvester, so I could have caught up to 3 of those. And the other mackerel was a Spanish mackerel, which is 12-inch fork length. We didn't get any of those, and that was 15 per harvester. And all of these are pelagics. I guess I said that, pelagics. I hope I said that right. That's the type of fish that they are. And that'll be in the same category as a bill fish blackfin tuna, mackerel, swordfish, wahoo, cobia, triple tail, dolphin fish, which most people call mai. So that's a good catch for a good troll. You know, Stan, like I said, he caught a big grouper yesterday. He caught we call a gag grouper right here, and it don't open to September 1st to November 10th, and it was 24 inches for the Gulf, and he was easily there. So like I said, that's a good reference to have, because you don't want to get caught out there slipping, not having right information and keeping some fish, and then you go out there and get yourself in no trouble. All right, so let me show y'all what I got. Yeah, here's something. So yesterday, I caught king mackerel. Gotta be 24 inches, which is, or ready to rock and roll right here. Nice tender skin on it. Skin on the mackerel is real soft. And the way they said that you could find out if it was a king mackerel, there's a few identification marks on it. One, the fin on it isn't black. It's always gray. I see that. And then they had another marking on it which shows this line, how it comes down its body and goes deeper down its body than the other one, which kind of only took a small one, and then the other one had a straight color of yellow down it. So this is a king mackerel, and it needs to be filleted. So I'm gonna try my hand at this. I have never done this before, to be honest with you. So, but I've never done a king mackerel before. How about that? I just did a gag group. I got one of those that we're gonna do too. Not a gag group, I'm sorry. This is that's grunt. Check this out, make sure it's not this I be telling you, man, these things so hard sometimes to identify. But it looks just like a bait fish to be caught. This grunt. That's what it is, grunts. Grunt and grits. I'll be right back. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go right behind the fins, right here. Try to find the backbone, carry it all the way down this tail. I'm gonna flip it. Then I'm gonna try to take the fillet off the skin. I'm gonna try to skin it while at the same time while I'm doing that. I don't laugh at me. I'm gonna just make sure I try to think how to do it. All right. That electric knife. close as I could to the tailbone. And then I'm gonna just knock that little piece off right there. And then I'm gonna cut this like a little piece right here. Wait, don't seem like it's all the way in the swung. Put that right there a little bit. That's cheap. Let me go get my knife. I should have followed my first mind. I said I was going to use this knife anyway. So we're going to take this knife, go down here like this, and we're going to lay this thing right down here. I already kind of messed it up with that other knife. But just a little pressure here. As I can. They say you got to try to cut this guy within a real quick, because if you don't, the meat is going to get real. And I can see what they talking about. The meat will get real chunky. Like that. That's one side of it. Yeah, you gotta cut this. I see what they're talking about. I left a lot on here. Not really my best cut here. First time out with that. I'm gonna spin it over. I'm gonna do the same thing this time. Now I'm using a fillet knife. See if I can be even better this time. You hear the bones cracking. And ride down the spine, down top of the fin. Should have did this the first time. Myself the fish on the other side. My first time doing it on the other side too. So we'll stop right there. Flip them over. Get out the way. It's beautiful. Look at that. That's beautiful. Catch it right here. A little bit right there under it. I'm gonna hold that skin. I'm gonna hold that knife. Let it just work its way down there. Yes, it can. Going through it real nice. It's a nice texture, but I can see the importance of getting it cut sooner, just so that the meat don't chunk. And I'm gonna throw this over in the lake where I live. Catfish. Give them something to hit on. I'm gonna do this a little bit. I'm filleting. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down the middle, right down the center here. Just because of how I am, I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. Take it in the house, wash it off real good. You know, it's cool, just the learning part of something new. I know I ain't doing it perfect, you know, but I'm doing it. So that's important to me. You know, the fact that I am doing it. You know, trying to learn something new. So, not trying to waste. I call it part harvesting it. I'm gonna eat it. I can teach my kids how to do stuff like this. They can teach their kids. Everybody know how to fish. And they all know how to eat. I just learned how to do it too. I ain't scared. Old king mackerel. It's crazy how much stuff I learned off YouTube though. You know, I watch a lot of videos on navigation, boat operations, stuff like that. Filleting the fish, about what I just told you about the time that you need to get this done from the time you catch it, because the texture, it'll do the fish if you don't. And you know, I'm just close. I'm really close. I can get this in the freezer now. I'm good. This meat is beautiful. A lot of people steak these. They steak them. They just go straight down the middle of it. I've never steaked it. I don't know how I would do it. I could try it the next time. Catch another one. When I catch another one. That's a lot of food. That's a lot of fish right there. That's pretty cool, man. Alright, there it is. A filleted king mackerel. What your boy did, that was my first one, man. Then I'm gonna give y'all this little grunt fillet. I'm gonna hit them up real quick. Same technique. Kenny taught me this one. I give him the credit on this one. I know how to do this one pretty good. Go behind that fin. Get that cut. Right behind that. When you get it down there, roll that knife. Okay. Like that. On the pan, like that. Give a little piece over, flip it over like that. Put your little tip right here, like that. And just take it away, like that. Okay, one side, turn them over. Same thing. Sunfish. Grunt. Not the sunfish. Spine. To the spine. Roll the knife. Not enough on there. But yeah. I will have me a cutting board. I have the table here. I just didn't want to get it all nasty, so I put plastic on here just to give me something easy to clean up. But that's that. Like I said, I'm gonna throw that to the lake. Let the catfish have it. And I'm gonna clean this up, take it in the house, and get it prepared, washed up. I'm gonna put it on the grill. I'll let y'all later know. All right, Hollywood drag racing. So we finally got the kingfish ready outside. Got the grill going. We're gonna put this guy in the deep fryer. We're gonna deep fry some kingfish for breakfast this morning. So this is some catch to cook. Cook this guy up a little bit, get some seasoning on him, and drop him in a pan. We'll come back, have a delicious deep fried king. All right, I'm going for a deep fried situation. I got it all battered up right here. And fish batter, Louisiana fishing batter over here. Let's put a few little sausage on. Have some chicken and some sausage from the race. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. I don't want it to split like that, but it's all good. Bone side down on this chicken. First flip. Just a little something. It's breakfast. I'm going to turn that side off. I'm going to turn this guy back down a little bit more. I'm going to dry it out, man. So slide over to the side. Have to heat a little bit. Get the meat side over here. No sauce on this right now. Been marinating for a minute. All right. Now back to what we was here to do. Fish. Put the Presto Pro Fry out on the patio. And these are some king filleted kingfish. I never grilled never fried kingfish myself, so but I caught it. Catch, cook, and eat. That's what this is. Stuff it up. My daddy always taught me just watch them. When they float, they ready. Get ready for breakfast. Fish don't take a long time to cook. Oh man, I always say when it floats, it's ready. It's almost floating now. Me, I like my food fried a little more crispier, so I'm sure I got a little more than enough. Supposed to doing this is frying good. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these on up. That's how I'm gonna overcook the fish. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful kingfish. Man, this is delicious. This is total one fish, literally made all these nuggets. That's what's up. So that's what they call catch, cook, and eat. I guess that's what they call it, but at any rate, that's my kingfish. All right. This is why I go fishing for fish. You see that? That's that kingfish. Look at that. Look at that. Look how fresh that is right there. This is what they call, what they say, catch, clean, and cook. Man, I'm going fishing again real soon because I got to have some more. I got to get that snapper now. I got that king taste. That king mackerel. We used to make those salmon croquettes. I ain't know it was made out of mackerel, king mackerel, but this is delicious. Can't wait to go do it again. Might holler at y'all.